Day one of the Apalachicola River expedition. Excited to be here, man. This is beautiful conditions for us, and we got a motley crew here, so we're excited to get going. Whoop whoop!
This has been about a 2 to 3 year effort to actually pull the RiverView project together. It's below the surface program, and it's something that we're honing our focus on as an entire organization to drive forward to essentially create a virtual platform for waterway data and information, whether it be for recreational users, policymakers, or just the general public. This is a tool that can actually consolidate and provide a virtual platform using panoramic 360-degree imagery to overlay other kinds of water quality data, overlay project sites, paddling trails, fishing spots, access, what have you, in all one form, and similar to Google Street View.
I haven't been a deadbeat paddleboarder my whole life. I had a job prior to this, and I worked out at the Scripps Institution of Oceanography in San Diego. Christian and I met. He was a graduate student there, and had a lot of crazy ideas, and I had a lot of crazy ideas, and we hit it off. We were looking for opportunities to collaborate, and he was just starting to explore his ideas with the mapping technology and the Google relationship. It just happened. He messaged me a few months prior to this expedition and said, hey, we've got the technology ready. We're looking to launch it. And I said, what an amazing opportunity to bring them out here and showcase this phenomenal river, the Apalachicola, and help launch their project.
This is not only the launch, but this is also the pilot run of RiverView. Teamed up with John Rusty of the Quapaw Canoe Company. He shaped this let's call it a board. I think of people shaping surfboards out of California, and you don't really see too many of these hand-shaped vessels anymore. We used this on an expedition almost 3 years ago on the Atchafalaya River in Louisiana, where we came up originally with the idea for RiverView. So it's part reunion, it's part launch, it's part test.
This is the Grasshopper. She's our newest Voyager canoe, Voyager style canoe. And she's 30 feet long. She's Louisiana bald cypress. You can build a canoe out of almost any wood, but out of all the woods that we've used, which includes sweet gum and redwood, cedar, western red cedar, ponderosa pine, cottonwood, and sycamore, Louisiana bald cypress is the very best that we've used.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky.
It's a shame, I talked to a lot of Floridians, and most people have heard of the Apalachicola, but they've never seen it, they've never been on it, they've never experienced, they don't know a thing about it. And with a river that cuts our panhandle in half, that has so much history, it's been through so many wars, these stories need to be told.
This is a beautiful river. As we gotten further down the river, I start seeing the sandbars come up and the willows grow. I start to feel like home more, and the birds, the ecosystem is incredible, and it just looks like a tributary to the Mississippi River. It reminds me of.
My eyes have been really open to the Apalachicola, and it's kind of an exotic beauty compared to what we see in the lower Mississippi, and I didn't realize that in one 8-hour drive you could get to such an exotic place as this. So I'm going to bring my 6-year-old daughter back sometime. And one thing that's really neat about the Apalachicola is everything that we've seen. It's kind of a microcosm of the Mississippi River, because we started in bluff country and went into floodplain country, and now we're headed towards ocean marshes. And That's everything that the Mississippi is, because the Mississippi starts in the bluffs of the Midwestern states and comes down into these giant floodplains and then goes into the marshes of Louisiana.
This system is just incredible. I mean, it's compact, and yet we have a wide variety of both flora and fauna. The difference between starting this river and it almost looking like something in Montana or Missouri, and then coming down here to where we're now seeing palm trees along with your occasional alligator and bald eagle. It's just been magnificent. The water clarity is awesome. I mean, it reminds me of a kind of a smaller version of the Mississippi in some parts, and yet it's clean. We're swimming in it. We're making our coffee out of it, and this is just an awesome place.
One thing, I was really a little bit caught up when I first got here because of the dam. I'm not really big on infrastructure, but as we got down the river, I started seeing signs of a natural river, and it started making me feel like home. And for a while I was a little bit, I felt like I was cheating on the Mississippi River, but now I think this is a friend of the Mississippi River.
Just super glad we could be here, and once again that we could team up with Expedition Florida 500 and push this forward on not only a project that was ongoing, but on a particularly special waterway here in Florida that we've really come to love and appreciate. And so the plan is to essentially do one river per quarter next year from source to sea, along with other more specific focus projects such as Big Bend or the Washington D.C. riverfront on the Potomac. And we'll likely be doing the Sacramento to start. Then from there we'll go back to the rivers I grew up on, the Chicago and Illinois River, and then we're looking at still determining which rivers we want to do as the second or as the third and fourth. Likely it'll be the Chattahoochee, which will allow us to come back down the Apalachicola again, and then maybe the Hudson or something else up in the Northeast. So from there we've got our first 10 list already laid out, which we're promoting and starting to plan. And we would like to do about 27 major rivers over the next 5 years in the United States and beyond. So I wouldn't be surprised us, passing that 27 major river mark sooner than 5 years, and then really going beyond both nationally and internationally.
We're all a bunch of river rats here, and at the end of the day, we all have such a great appreciation for the outdoors and different perspectives, and it's been fun to talk with each one of them and sit around the campfire and share stories and compare and contrast the two from what they're used to. A lot of good people here, a lot of good hearts, and probably a lot of great things will come out of them, I imagine.